everyone. It's really windy, kind of snowy night last night. The wind's finally letting up this morning. I'm just running up here to Tin Cup to see if I can't round up about 7 of my cows. I tried bringing them home last night and I lost them in the dark and we couldn't bring them any further, so I'm running back up there this morning to see if I can't catch them somewhere and bring them the rest of the way. I don't know how well you'd make them out, but them cows are just right here in these willows. It goes. It goes. Come on, cows. Come on, cows. Come on. Come on. I don't know if I'll be able to do this by myself. They keep wanting to dive back into the willows. If I can just get them up here a little ways and away from our neighbor's cows here, that'll be good enough. Come on, cows. I'm gonna try to keep them off the road because things are pretty slick this morning. I'll try to keep them down here in the borrowed pit, and once I get up here a little bit further, I'll probably take them through some fields if I can get around some fences. Some cows. We had to come up out of the borrowed pit to get around a sign. They shot across the road and went straight up this steep hill. I tried to chase after them, but I wasn't fast enough to get up in front of them, and they kept going up and up and up. And so I gotta go to work for a little bit this morning, and I'll come back here in this afternoon and see if we can't find where they're at and keep bringing them home. So I'm just getting home from work, a little bit longer of a day than what I was hoping. But them cows came up and over that hill that they lost me on this morning. Then this morning I called and asked one of my neighbors that lives right there where the cows went up that hill if throughout the day if she saw any of them cows come out, if she'd let me know. And sure enough, they came up and over and got down in these fields. And my dad just ran up there as I was coming home from work, and he's got them in the field, so we're gonna try to bring them the rest of the way home. I'm sure some of you guys have noticed that none of these cows have calves on them. That's because they didn't have any calves when we sent them up here on the range. So if you remember, or if you guys watched any of my videos from earlier this spring, you've probably seen when I bought that load of cows that were open that didn't have any calves on them. And I was hoping to get these cows bred back up this summer and, you know, calve them out this winter. So we'll have to wait and see if these cows are pregnant or not, but that's why these cows don't have any calves on them. Yep. So we just got them stuck here in the Quonset for tonight, here with the bulls, and we got a couple more cows in here that we left. We might just leave them in here since they're such travelers. We might just feed them for a few days. Because here, probably with the next few days or so, we'll be bringing all the cows up from Randall's and bringing them probably over here. I don't know if we're gonna put them on the Idaho side or where we're gonna put them, but we're gonna preg check next week, so we'll have to start shuttling things up here and get ready for that. It's a nice brisk morning this morning. It says it's 15 degrees outside. It was saying 14 just a little bit ago, so hopefully we're starting to warm up a bit. So today we're gonna head up to one of our neighbors and hopefully grab a few more cows. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna record just because it's kind of a group effort, and I think we're gonna have about three different families up there and friends helping, so I don't want to be worrying about a camera. Let's see the frost on all the alfalfa here. We're planning on putting up a little electric fence around these 2 alfalfa pieces here and grazing these off here, hopefully here in the next couple weeks, once we get our calves sold and out of here and the cows are weaned off the calves. We'll probably bring them into here and let them eat this down. as long as it doesn't snow too much and still get some posts in the ground without the ground being frozen. I probably should have had my truck plugged in, but see how she starts this morning. So we got mine and one of my neighbors loaded up on our trailer, and now just got to try to make it up this hill to get out of here. Then we'll come back down and sort off the other two bunches and hopefully get the other trailer up out of the hill too. So I made it up here just fine, up this way until I hit that little spot right there. Started spinning, had to turn left there off into the grass and get some more traction. So got those cows taken care of this morning. I'm just running down here to Randall's, checking on the grass and seeing how much longer these cows have down here before we probably need to move them. And our neighbor told me we had a cow out here on the north side of this field, so I ran down here to check on her too, and sure enough, she's out here where my neighbors are plowing. Probably can't see her, but I opened up this gate and try to push her back in. So we get her pushed back in and go check on the pasture here. Come on. Hey, come on. I got her back in here. I'm not sure where she got out at, but I have to run the fence line and look. I've actually been having problems with this cattle guard. When we first put these cows out here in this hayfield and this pasture over here, this was kind of overgrown. Right down here in the middle, I had gotten full of gravel, and some grass had grown up, so it looked like a path. And I bet we had 20 head walk right across this and get into the neighbor's place here. So my dad and I came down and we cleaned it out the best we could just with shovels, and we thought we had it pretty good, but I've still seen a couple of these cows walk right through here. I mean, there's a decent amount of space till the bottom, maybe six inches or so. So I guess if we really want to clean this out, we're gonna have to pull the whole thing up and then get a backhoe or something and clean out all that. But I don't think this is where that cow got through. She sure didn't want to go back across it, and so I just took her up the lane and through some double gates that the neighbor has there. And she acted like she wanted to go that way anyway, so I assume that's where she got out, was back up there somewhere. So I'm gonna go back here through the pasture and just look at this fence line and see if there's anything obvious. So just driving through here, it seems like these cows have eaten a lot of this green out of here. There's not a whole lot of green left in here. There's still, a bit of this dry or dead stuff, but there's not much nutrition in that, and I'm sure they don't enjoy eating it very much. So we're probably getting down to our last little bit with this pasture here before we have to move them. So today's Thursday, and a week from today is when we're preg checking, and we're gonna have to have them up at our place anyway to preg check. So we just need to figure out when we're gonna actually do that here in this next week. So I don't know that they got more than, 3 or 4 more days left in here at the most. So we're gonna have to figure this out here soon. So I didn't see anything obvious in the fence where that cow would have got out, and so I don't know, I'm not sure where she got out at. So we'll have to keep an eye on her. But you can see here that my dad finished plowing this piece here. I think he finished Tuesday night. So when he finished this, yeah, it seemed like it worked out pretty good. Worked up pretty good here. So this is where we had that 4-way this summer, and so we'll plow it up and replant it into 4-way next year, I'm sure. It sure turned into a really nice day today, especially for being November. It's almost too warm for my coat. But I'm gonna head home, probably grab some dinner, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. So today we ended up bringing all these cows up from Randall's and bringing them up to our place. We're lucky enough to have a lot of friends and family that enjoy riding horses and are always willing to help us out when we need help moving cows around. When we started moving these cows, we seen that we had a newborn calf out here. My dad has a handful of cows that calve in the fall, and this one didn't really want to move any, so Kenny and I had to sneak up on it and grab hold of it and hog tie it, and I ran it up there to the corrals and dropped it off, then ran back and helped push the cows up the rest of the way. Dad had a new calf down there, so Kenny and I just hog tied her up, and well, it's actually a bull, so I hog tied him up, and I brought him up here to the corrals, and he's throwing him in this little pen for now. Come on, cows! So we brought these cows up and separated them from the calves, and the buyer of our calves wanted us to give these calves some vaccinations, so we had to run all these calves through the chutes and give them some vaccinations. And we were lucky enough to have my cousin Kenny, Lindsay, my dad, and my stepdad Don here to help us. Them calves vaccinated. We got them separated from their moms now, so we're going to start the weaning process. So it's going to be pretty noisy around here for the next 4 or 5 days. So we're gonna let all these cows go out here to the Idaho side, and then they'll be close to their calves where they won't be trying to tear through fences to get to the beller and calves. So the last thing we're gonna do tonight, we need to get some hay put out for these calves, and then probably put some mineral and salt in there for them. I need to run back over to my mom's and grab, if you guys remember Sweets, our bottle calf from this winter. Earlier this summer, my mom took her and has been taking care of her. So we're gonna go grab her and bring her back over here and just throw her in here with these other calves. Hey, Sweets. Sweets. Remember me, Sweets? Meh. 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 Come on. Come on, Sweets. Get out of here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sweets. Come on. Get out of there. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Get up there, Sweets. Come on. Oh my gosh. Come on. Get out of here. Jeez. So we're just taking some mineral and salt out to these cows, and we're gonna call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.